So my next recommended thing to do when you're trying to like get in a habit of drawing and stuff is get a really good sketchbook. So I'm a lefty. This is my left hand, but for you guys it doesn't look like that. But yeah, I'm a lefty, and so finding the right notebook for me without like having it have really smudgy pages or really hard thing to write on is really hard. And I'm really particular, like even if I wasn't left-handed, I would still be really picky. So I have very specific taste for what I want my notebooks to be like. And so I actually just happened to get the perfect notebook for Christmas. I was looking for it everywhere online. Finally, I found out at Target or Walmart. It's in like a DIY notebook craft kit. So the person, it was given to me, so I didn't know where it was from. So the person who gave it to me was really sweet and just gave me this notebook from her craft kit, which she had no idea how much of a blessing that was. But I will show it to you right now. Where dreamers become doers, that's what it says. And it is spiral bound, which I really like. It's small enough to fit in my purse. And I'll talk about more about why I like spiral notebooks later. And I will also put the link to where you can get your own kit for these down below. But I'm just going to explain my system, and then the sad news that I'm almost done with this book. But the happy news that I found another alternative. So anyway, let's just get started on this. So the reason I love spiral notebooks, well, actually, let's just start with this. This came also from Target in a school supplies set that I got for my birthday a couple years ago. So sadly they don't have these anymore, but on American Girl magazine you can make your own. They gave the tip, like life hack I guess, that you can make your own with a rubber elastic headband, and it will do the same thing. But this one was made specifically for journals, so it's this really thick elastic band that just keeps your notebooks together, so really good. And so another thing that I like to use is page tabs, because they keep tabs on the drawings that I'm still working on, and also the ones that I really like. And I prefer like these kinds, the post-it tabs, more. These IKEA ones I got, so side story, at IKEA a few years ago, so I don't think they sell these anymore, but I got a sticky note notebook. And I went to IKEA today, obviously, like I had said earlier, and I was looking for one, and they didn't have one, which was very sad. They didn't have one exactly like it, but they have these fun paper tabs. The only thing is that they rip and bend, so I prefer these plasticky ones over them. But anyway, that's just a tip. But so basically this notebook just has blank pages. Now that is a huge qualification for me. My drawing notebook has to have blank pages, and they also have to be thick, and they also have to be white. So I am actually almost done with my notebook. I have 1, 2, 3 pages left, so it's a good thing that I got a new one today. But you see they're blank and white, and they're thick, so when I use my tracing pen it doesn't bleed through. And so I like spiral notebooks because you can flip them and do it, and it doesn't bother me, like, since I'm left-handed, too much. And I really like it because of that. But it's a pain to find a spiral notebook that is small enough to fit in your bag, that does not have lined paper, and is cute. So I looked at Michael's, last week, and they have sketchbooks that have really nice quality thick paper that like real artists use, but they're not very cute. And so I went to IKEA today and found some new ones that I will show you later, but I'm going to keep you in suspense for a little longer. So anyway, this is my notebook setup. Then I also have this notebook that I got from some really close friends. Actually, Asher, you know the Comptons from Crazy Sunday Morning and The Arrival? Yeah. When we moved, they all got us gifts, like travel gifts, and so Asher gave me this notebook, and it's really pretty. I think it's from the dollar spot probably, but I really like it. And so the first drawings in here are really bad because I was like 8 when I drew them, and yeah, they were really bad. But I really like this notebook just to pop in my bag, like if I'm going to church and I'm not drawing anything seriously for real. The one thing I don't like about it is that the pages come out easily, but that's actually also a plus because I can just rip them out and pop them somewhere, but it's just really nice quality, and it's small, so I can just tote it around. I brought this to Brazil because I didn't want to bring my really nice drawing notebook just in case it got ruined, so I just brought this one, and it was perfect, and it's just so pretty with the gold cover. So yeah, really excited about that. The next tip I have is to get a Wreck This journal. This has made me be so creative, and the prompts are just really encouraging. Check out So Craftastic, because Sarah on So Craftastic has an amazing and wildly popular Wreck This Journal series. She has like 21 episodes at this point. The way she does it is so inspiring, and so I try to emulate her when I'm doing it, but I am trying not to copy, and I'm trying to be unique. So like I just opened to this random page, and this is a random page from a newspaper. So I did the classic newspaper joke. And then on the other side, I just cut random strips from a newspaper. This was a local newspaper. And I just cut out some funny things, like this random jumping woman. And this says, "We sell bales of hay." Like, okay then. And I covered it with Mod Podge, and apparently I didn't do a very good job because it's kind of coming apart. But it gives it a kind of glossy finish. And so that's just one fun way, instead of just gluing in a boring newspaper. And I'm trying to keep what I'm doing in here mostly a secret, because I want to, when I finish this, which will probably be a long time, I want to do a final flip through, and so I don't want to show too much before I do that. But definitely gotta Wreck This journal because it's a great way to practice your drawings, and as you can see, I've used so many page tabs on this, so these are really fun. And yeah, they're like at Michael's and stuff, and Joann's, and yeah, can't rave enough about them. They're really fun. And check out Sarah's So Craftastic Wreck This journal because it's really inspiring. So you've got your inspiration, you've got your style, you've got your drawing books. What do you actually use to draw? Well, I'll help you out, sister or brother, but I doubt if you're a boy you're watching this. But anyway, I have this pencil pouch, and in it, it took me a while to search for the perfect pouch to carry all of my drawing supplies, but now that I found it, I'm very happy. And this one was actually like handmade by someone at my grandparents' church, so you probably won't be able to get your hands on something exactly like this. But I highly recommend getting one with a tab, because you can literally, as you're out the door, you can just grab your pouch of supplies, grab your sketchbook, boom. Now you have instant entertainment anywhere you go. But there are a few staples that I have in here. So the first one, I'll just go in order of like what you use for your stages of drawing. So wait a sec. Okay, so first off, get yourself some really fun and pretty and good quality drawing pencils. I do not recommend mechanical pencils. I prefer the classic wood pencils for drawing because mechanical pencils don't get thick enough lines. But of course, like if you're detailing, mechanical pencils are great, like for eyes or for hands or details on clothes. Mechanical pencils are good. I don't usually keep one in my pouch though because they're not really good. And also, quick tip before I show you mine, sharp pencils are not as good as dull pencils when you're drawing. So if you wear down your pencil a little bit, that makes better lines because the lines are thicker, and I just think they produce better results. But don't let it go down too much, or else, no one likes really worn down pencils. But these are the ones that I use. They came in a pack of 2 at the Dollar Spot, and this one actually is missing the lead, but I can resharpen it. And these ones just have really pretty rainbow bases, and I water marbled this one, but it doesn't really look that good. And unfortunately, these were also from the Dollar Spot, so you probably can't get them anymore. But they have really nice Faber-Castell, I guess that's how you pronounce it, ones at Michael's. And my art teacher, she has some really nice ones that I think are also Faber-Castell, and they're in different values. So there's H, HB, 6B, 2B, 3H, and 2H maybe? And they're all different values, so like H is the lightest, and then 6B is the darkest. Highly recommend if you can get your hands on some of those, experiment with them because they're really good quality. So yeah, definitely. But get yourself some nice drawing pencils. I really like these because they're fun.